Hey everybody, I'm back. I've got some clutches that I want to cut open here, and I thought you might want to see what's in there. I got some double het type clutches and some other pretty cool stuff. So we are going to take a look at those. But first, I want to show you some really cool snakes. Okay, these came out of breeding a Toffino black pastel to a Toffino Enchi. They didn't look anything like this when they first hatched. Look at the colors on that. And here's his brother. I am so happy that I held on to those guys long enough to see this color come through. So I believe that these are Toffee black pastel Enchis. They're both males. I think I'm going to hang on to both of them. I love Toffinos and Toffies and things like that. Black pastel and Enchi are both awesome in Toffies and Toffinos. Look at those nice dark ruby red eyes. The oranges and lavenders and yellows in the, just awesome. Never get tired of looking at guys like this. So anyway, I just wanted to show you those real quick so you can actually have some actual snakes to see in a snake video other than just maybe some heads poking out of some eggs. So speaking of that, let's get to it. A couple of these started hatching on their own, but we'll see what's in there. Let's just start. Okay, this first clutch is from pied het albino to a double het albino pied. Cutting very carefully along the top. That looks like it's probably an albino pied. I can't really see. It's kind of got some white down there. I don't like to open them up too much. I just don't want to spook them and have them come out of the egg with their yolk sac not completely absorbed yet. Here's taking his first breath. So that may be an albino pied. Usually you can tell with them a little bit easier, but like I said, I can't really see too much white on that one yet. Okay, that one looks like a normal. So that would be 100% het pied, 66% possible het albino. Because the father of this clutch is a visible pied het albino. Kind of a smaller clutch. I think it was from a smaller female. Another normal, het pied possible het albino. So I don't cut the eggs until I can clearly feel the babies in there, regardless of what the date is that the eggs were laid or when I think they're due to hatch. I always wait until these eggs kind of cave in like this. I can very clearly feel the baby in there. Another normal het pied possible het albino. Let's just open this one up just a little bit more. Be very careful not to poke them. Yeah, I can tell by the pattern that that's an albino pied. I think it's going to be a pretty low white one, but I'm pretty certain that that's a pied. So I got the best case scenario in this clutch, and then 3 of the, I guess, worst case scenarios if there is such a thing. So let's go to the next clutch. This one should be pretty cool. This, I believe, is a Spectre double het lavender pied bred to a yellow belly pied. So I'm going for the super stripe pieds that'll be possible het lavender. This one already started coming out. So if you're not experienced with hatching ball pythons, wait for the first baby to poke its head out of the egg on its own. Once that happens, you know all the clutches or all the babies are ready to come out. So So that's either a Spectre or a Yellow Belly. Het Pied, possible Het Lavender. Not what I'm looking for in this clutch, obviously. Ooh, this looks like it could be cool though. Well, Het Pied. So that's probably a Spectre Pied. I guess it wouldn't have to be. Never seen a Spectre Pied, so I don't really know for sure. A very high white pied in there. Yeah, I can't see anything but white in there. So, pretty high white pied. Hopefully that's what I'm looking for. And if we don't see anything conclusive, I'll do an update video at some point once these guys have hatched and shed. It's another very high white. Again, can't see anything. That's part of the problems about doing egg cutting videos, is that a lot of times you really can't tell what's in there. And I, like I said before, I've said many times, I don't like to prod them and push them too much. I wish I could just see some pattern on these. Well, there's a head. A nose, I should say. It's pretty bright, but pretty sure we got something good in these eggs, but we'll have to wait a few days and see what comes out. Okay. Let's do this clutch next. This one, everything's gonna look albino. Toffino pinstripe to albino pastel. So all the babies are gonna look albinos in here. And I produce a lot of these. I don't typically show them. I actually kind of didn't even realize that I had this clutch on the cart, so might as well cut them open anyway. I had some pieces of light diffuser in here to separate or to hold this egg in place. This egg was detached from the rest of the clutch for some reason, so I just didn't want it rolling around in the incubator too much. It's an albino pinstripe or a Toffino pinstripe. Toffinos, Toffies, and albinos all look extremely similar when they first hatch. They all basically look like albinos. The Toffee changes from white to lavender very quickly. The Toffinos change more gradually. Another pinstripe. So it takes a few weeks, and then you can tell which ones are albinos, which ones are Toffinos, and which ones are Toffies. This clutch can't have Toffies in there because I bred a Toffino pinstripe to an albino pastel, so there's only Toffee on one side of the parents. The other one only has albino in it. So we're not gonna know which ones of these are albinos and which ones are Toffinos probably for a month or so. I'm gonna go through these kind of quick so we can get to the good ones and don't make this video too long. I cut open well over 1,000, usually about 2,000 eggs per year, so I got pretty good at knowing how to do it quickly. It looks like some pretty nice albinos or Toffinos in there. Pretty happy with that clutch. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not a bad clutch right there. Okay, now this is the clutch I was looking forward to the most. I do have one other clutch that I really wanted to show. I think it's a day or two too early to cut, so I'm just gonna leave them. I probably could get away with cutting them today, but I'd rather not. I just don't want to take a chance of doing it too soon. And that clutch is pastel double het ultra melt clown bred to a pastel double het ultra melt clown. So I really wanted to show that clutch, but unfortunately it's probably gonna pip on its own while I'm gone. I'm gonna be going out with my family for a couple days, and you know, of course the timing just works out that it's probably gonna happen at that time. So that's okay. Then hopefully I'll have some nice surprises in my incubator as soon as I get it back. Okay, this one is a banana cinnamon double het genetic stripe clown bred to a double het genetic stripe clown. This little one's helping itself out of the egg. This looks like, I'd say, probably a pewter. It's obviously not a clown. I think it's just a normal, oh, it might be a genetic stripe. Oh, stay in there. Oh, so that's just a pewter. So it's possible double het for a genetic stripe clown. Banana cinnamon, possible double het. Now my chances of hitting a genetic stripe clown in this clutch is only 1 in 16, and then it could have various other genes in it too. I guess just banana and this must have been, I've got a banana pewter double het genetic stripe and a banana cinnamon double het genetic stripe, but I'm thinking the banana pewter must have fathered this clutch because that's a pewter. Ooh. Well, I can't tell with the pattern on this. This may be it's either a genetic stripe or a genetic stripe clown. I just don't want to open it up too much and spook them. Kind of hard to see the pattern. That's a clown. It's a banana. So this is probably a pewter banana clown. Looks like a pastel. I've got several chances for genetic stripe clowns this season, so hopefully I'll hit on one. Another pastel. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't see this one quite well enough to be sure of what it is. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. If I got a genetic stripe clown in here, I'll definitely show him on a few videos, but we won't know that for a few days yet. So I'll be back with some more egg cutting videos and baby showing videos and all kinds of videos over the next few months. And I'll hopefully have another one up next week. I'm really going to try to do at least one per week. So yeah, and until then, if you want to see what I actually have available for sale, make sure to visit royalconstrictordesigns.com, and I will talk to you guys again soon.